Hello everyone, Gabrielle here, my human tribe. Welcome back to our blog series about sex. Yes. Okay, so we've had our blog series about somatic sex education and sexological body work, and we've been doing this for about 5 weeks. Barry has been writing the majority of the blog posts. And then, as everybody knows, I had this wonderful trip all of a sudden in the middle of a pandemic and went to Hawaii on an actual sexological bodywork retreat. It was absolutely fantastic. It was 18 women. It was camaraderie, sisterhood. It was sexual healing, pleasures. It was something so out of this world that an entire blog series will be devoted just to that. But what I'm talking about today, what I want to talk about today is, first of all, I want to acknowledge, the world as it is for all of us right now, very uncertain, very scary, very, we've never lived in anything like this before. Social distancing, not being able to be with people that you love, maybe, and just a whole bunch of things. So we want to just take a moment and acknowledge, that's where we are in the world. But then I want to go back to, what I started with my human tribe, which is this place to gather, heal, and love. And for the first time, I've written the blog. So this is number 6 in the series, and this is my story. This is my story of my upbringing. This is my story of my life in my early life, my sexual abuse, my alcohol and drug abuse, my getting better from that, my becoming an entrepreneur, my working with people in addiction, and through a chain of events and unfulfilled sexual relationships and relationships as a whole, as a damaged human that I was, I finally came across Barry Carl and somatic healing and sexological body work. And this right here has been my holy grail. This right here has enacted more healing to me in the shortest amount of time. This has all started in December for me, than anything that I have done in therapies throughout my entire life. And I'm 56 years old and I've done a lot of therapy. So there's so much here to say about the blog and the story and the sexological body work, but in essence what we're talking about is that our pleasures and our desires, when we are allowed to live them and find them, have healing properties that are both mental, physical, emotionally, and just about anything. Trauma healing from sexual traumas. People, PTSD, we see healings for PTSD, we see healings just for all sorts of things. And be rest assured, after we come out of this scenario here with this pandemic, we're going to have a lot of people that need a lot of help in that direction. So what I have done here with my portion of the blog is told my story and really laid the foundation for what we're going to do next and what Barry and I are going to do next, to bring some of this wonderful work to you and to help you find pleasures of your own. And maybe right now in this time, especially with your partner, to explore a more intimate relationship with your partner and with yourself, and access healing powers that you will absolutely need in times like these. It's going to be a lot of fun too. I'm doing new things I've never done before on video, and I'm going to put myself out there. And that means telling you things that turn me on. Because talking about the things that turn us on and talking about the ways of pleasure is the beginning of it all. I see that both men and women in a traditional setting are like blind leading the blind, that both really don't know about each other or even themselves what pleasures them. And they have no idea of the healing powers that live within our pleasures and erotic zone. So this is a long introduction, a long video, but I do believe it was necessary to share all this with you today. Read the blog and find out more about the kinky side and how it can heal you. And we're going to teach you and hopefully share with you a path to finding your kinky side. Okay. Sexological body work is what's been healing me for the last few months. And I hope to bring the story to you and make it accessible to you too through various forms and connections that I have. All right. Thank you so much. I love you all. and more to come. Bye.